Assured Automation. We make valve automation easy. Wiring instructions for the Assured Automation CE-KEP series modulating compact electric actuators. The CE-KEP series are reversing motor electric actuators with isolated end-of-travel limit switches to stop the motor in each direction. These actuators are available on our SM series shore mount ball valves, which feature a unique, quick and easy valve-to-actuator connection. The SM series also includes optional flow optimizing inserts, which makes the flow rate increase in direct linear proportion to the degree of rotation. Both versions of the CE-KEP come with a 24-inch external cable for easy wiring in the field. The housing cover never needs to be removed. The cable on the 0 to 10 volt DC units has 7 wires of different colors, all of which are used. The cable on the 4 to 20 milliamp units has only 3 wires, which are all used also. Wiring diagrams can be found in the SM series datasheet on our website and are also on the label of the actuator housing itself. You can link directly to the SM datasheet using the info card link provided in the upper right-hand corner of this video. Safety first. Make sure that all power is off. For 0 to 10 volt DC units, the actuator requires a main power supply that is always on. When the actuator is not in motion, very minimal power is being drawn. Provide this main power supply by connecting positive DC power or AC line to the red wire and connecting negative DC power or AC neutral to the blue wire. To operate the actuator, you must provide a 0 to 10 volt DC control signal. This signal is provided by connecting positive DC power to the green wire and negative DC power to the blue wire, even if the main power voltage is AC. When this power is supplied, the actuator will respond by rotating to the position directly proportional to where the voltage of the signal falls within the voltage span. For example, if you leave the unit at the factory setting of 0 to 10 volts, then 5 volts will open the valve halfway, or 45 degrees. Adjusting the span of the control signal voltage will be covered later in this video. These units also provide an output signal to indicate the current position. This signal is provided through the pink wire and works just like the input signal, being directly proportional to the actual position. To review, the input signal should provide the voltage corresponding to the desired position on the green wire, and the output signal provides the voltage corresponding to the actual position on the pink wire. The auxiliary limit switch is a single-pole double-throw switch that is making contact with either the white wire or the gray wire at all times. Any power provided to the brown wire will be conducted through this switch to one or the other based on the actuator's position. The white wire went on the closed side of the switch point, and the gray wire went on the open side. These units ship with the switch point set at 90 degrees or fully open. The switch point is adjustable. How to adjust it is covered at the end of this video. For the 4 to 20 milliamp units, the actuator also requires a main power supply that is always on. Provide this power by connecting positive DC power or AC line to the black wire and negative DC power or AC neutral to the blue wire. To provide the control signal for these units, connect positive DC power to the orange wire and negative DC power to the blue wire, even if you are using AC for the main power. These units do not have an output signal or an auxiliary limit switch to indicate position. Now let's look at how to adjust the voltage range of the control signal and the switch point of the limit switch for the 0 to 10 volt DC units. First, remove the cover plate from the actuator housing to expose the 3 trimmer dials by removing the one small Phillips head screw and prying the cover off using the notch on the front edge. The dial marked UO is the offset, which modifies the control signal voltage that will position the valve at 0 degrees. It can be set from 0 to 5 volts. The dial marked delta U is the span, which modifies the amount of voltage that needs to be added to the offset to position the actuator at a full 90 degrees. It can be set from 2 to 10 volts. The dial marked SW is the switching point for the auxiliary limit switch. It controls at what point in the 90-degree rotation that the switch changes. It can be set from 0 to 90 degrees. A red LED can be viewed through the sight port located next to the dials. The LED indicates the current position of the switch. When the red LED is on, the actuator is on the open side of the switch point and the switch is contacting the gray wire. When the red LED is off, the actuator is on the closed side of the switch point and the switch is contacting the white wire. To manually operate the valve in the event of power loss, simply remove the actuator by removing the locking pin and pulling the actuator off of the valve stem. Once the valve stem is exposed, you can manually operate the valve using a standard screwdriver. The slot in the stem is always parallel to the ball drilling. AssuredAutomation.com, the easiest way to select the right automated valve. Assured Automation's SM series motorized ball valves are two-way quarter-turn ball valves with a compact shore-mount electric actuator. There are two distinct types of 90-degree rotary actuators available. One is a basic on-off unit where the valve is either fully open or fully closed. The other is modulating and can be accurately positioned anywhere between 0 and 90 degrees using a control signal. The on-off units are fast-acting with an actuation time of 5 seconds. They are available with nickel-plated or lead-free brass ball valves. Assured Automation offers a variety of lead-free brass products, including manual and automated ball valves, check valves, and flow meters. The modulating units operate much more slowly and come with or without flow optimizing discs. This makes them perfect flow control valves for HVAC applications. The purpose of the flow optimizer is to make the flow rate increase evenly in direct proportion to the rotation of the ball. These curves clearly illustrate the principle. See how the percentage of flow on the valve with the optimizer disc increases at a steady slope as the ball rotates, whereas on the valve without the optimizer, there's a sudden increase in the middle and not much change near the fully open and closed extremes. This provides precise control for applications like mixing water on heat exchangers. The most prominent feature that both of these actuator types share is the quick and easy shore mount mounting system that connects them to the shore mount valve stem. But don't be fooled by this tiny locking pin. The use of minimal hardware in this simple design still provides a reliable connection of the actuator to the valve. To remove the actuator, simply pull out the locking pin and pull off the actuator. It's that easy. Once the actuator has been removed, the shore mount valve can be manually operated using a standard screwdriver. The slot in the valve stem is always parallel with the ball drilling, providing a reliable indication of the ball's position at any time. To replace the actuator, first make sure the actuator drive tab and valve stem slot are in the same orientation. If they are not, rotate the valve stem with a screwdriver to align it. Then press the actuator back onto the valve stem. Next, simply replace the locking pin on either side. There's a reason this valve is rapidly becoming a favorite in the HVAC industry. It's a great valve at a great price. For more information on the SM series motorized ball valves, visit AssuredAutomation.com by clicking the info button in the upper right-hand corner of this video.